What kind of jelly meat is sold for 15,000 US? Claimed to extend lifespan, it's Taisui, a divine creature in China for 2,000 years. Is it a miracle or a scam? Today we use hardcore science to uncover the truth. Only facts, no guesses. Do you also have such mysterious objects around you? Some say Taisui is God's flesh that can cure cancer. Some treasure it as a family heirloom. My cousin's neighbor found one last year, and villagers lined up to touch it for blessings. But its real identity may subvert your cognition. First, a truth. Taisui's popularity is not unique to China. Humans around the world have a natural curiosity about rare and unknown things, and when we don't understand them, we easily endow them with magic, just like the ancient Egyptians attributed the Nile flood to the will of gods, and some people still believe crystals can cure diseases today. Taisui's legend follows the same logic. Look at these real cases. In 2021, a farmer in Jilin found 7 kilograms of Taisui, and a businessman offered $12,000 to buy it. A netizen in Sichuan posted a video of drinking Taisui-soaked water, saying it could cure fatigue, with tens of thousands of comments asking for the purchase link. But if it's so magical, why don't doctors recommend it? Why hasn't any scientific study proven it can extend lifespan? The answer lies in its real identity. Putting aside myths, let's talk about biological common sense. Chinese scientists have studied Taisui for decades, and the conclusion is clear. It's not a god, not a monster, not even a single organism. It's a slime mold complex, an aggregate formed by the symbiosis of a group of microorganisms. First, classification. In biology, all living things are divided into kingdoms such as plants, animals, fungi, and bacteria, but Taisui doesn't belong to any of them. It's a symbiotic community of slime molds, bacteria, and fungi. Slime molds are particularly strange. They can move slowly like animals and feed on bacteria, but they have no brains or organs. When the environment is suitable, they gather to form the meat-like Taisui we see. In terms of appearance, Taisui is soft and elastic, like a combination of jelly and tofu, with common colors including white, brown, and yellow. Why is it so rare? Because the growth conditions are too harsh. The temperature must be between 15 and 25 degrees Celsius with high humidity, no pollution, and sufficient organic matter. Most people never see one in their lives, and rarity naturally makes it more mysterious. Let's look at the composition, which is the key to debunking the life-extending myth. Scientists from Beijing Normal University and the Chinese Academy of Sciences have tested Taisui samples, and the results are simple: 60% water, 20% protein, 18% carbohydrates, and a little bit of minerals. No magical compounds, no special enzymes, and no special substances that can cure diseases or extend lifespan. Professor Wang, a biologist from Nanjing University, put it well: the nutritional value of Taisui is similar to that of mushrooms and tofu. It contains protein and polysaccharides. But many common foods have these. There is currently no scientific evidence that it has unique medicinal effects. Moreover, eating raw Taisui is dangerous. It contains a mixture of bacteria and fungi, which may carry pathogenic bacteria, causing stomachaches or infections. So, how did the myth start? Let's go back 2,000 years. In ancient times, there were no microscopes. When people dug the ground and found this neither plant nor animal meat-like object, they couldn't explain it and decided it was a spiritual creature. The earliest record is in Shan Haijing Classic of Mountains and Seas, which says eating Taisui can make you immortal. Later, Li Shijin, a famous doctor in the Ming Dynasty, called it a tonic in Ben Kaogangmu Compendium of Materia Medica. But he didn't conduct scientific tests, he just recorded folk beliefs. Today, the myth survives mainly for two reasons: lack of cognition and profit-driven motives. Some merchants know Taisui is rare and sees people's desire for health to hype it as a magic medicine. A small slice is sold for hundreds of dollars, and fake healing videos are shot to deceive the elderly and patients in 2022. Market supervision departments investigated a case where the Taisui health products sold by merchants were actually dyed ordinary mushrooms sold for 500 yuan each. Interestingly, many people who bought Taisui later admitted it didn't work. One netizen said, "I spent 8,000 yuan on a piece, soaked it in water for a month, and didn't feel more energetic or less fatigued." Another person said his grandma was hospitalized with stomach pain after eating Taisui, and the examination showed a bacterial infection. In fact, Taisui's magic is all in the mind. If you believe it works, you may feel better temporarily. This is the placebo effect, which has nothing to do with Taisui itself. Here's the key conclusion. Taisui is not a divine creature, nor a life-extending miracle. It's just a rare and interesting biological complex. Its value is not in curing diseases or bringing blessings, but in scientific research, helping scientists understand biological symbiosis and evolutionary laws. Slime molds themselves are amazing. They can solve mazes, communicate with each other, and adapt to harsh environments. This is the real charm of Taisui, and this is not just about Taisui. Every country has its own mysterious objects. India's holy stone is said to cure arthritis, but it's just ordinary quartz. America's magnetic therapy bracelets claim to relieve pain, but scientific tests show no special effects. Japan's energy water is sold at a sky-high price, and its composition is just ordinary mineral water. Let me teach you 3 ways to identify such mysterious objects. First, check if there is a test report from an authoritative organization. Second, see if the composition has scientific basis. Third, be wary of exaggerated claims like curing all diseases or extending lifespan. Remember, if something sounds too good to be true, it's probably a scam. Next time you hear about divine creatures or miracle health products, don't rush to spend money. Check the scientific basis first, then make a rational judgment. Curiosity is a good thing, but it should follow facts, just like Taisui. From God's flesh to a biological research object, this is the power of science. Have you ever seen similar mysterious objects? Share your experience in the comments. If you learned something, like and follow, and next time we'll unlock more scientific truths for you.